Oh boy, time to listen to Byakugan complain some more. And drag me away from the one place I want to be. I'm not sure how long this episode will be. If we get to the trial quick, maybe we'll do the trial. If it takes us forever, I don't know. We'll see. No, I'm a little late today. I was a little busy getting Monster Hunter Rise downloading. I mean, I gotta jump on that bandwagon. Alright, enough messing around. Let's do this. What were we doing? What did he want? I don't remember. Oh, okay. Byakugan, about the Genocide Jack case file. Could you let me see it?
That's fine.
Oh, was I supposed to beg? Well, you didn't beg, but I guess it's okay this time. Feel free to look at it in here, but you can't take it with you. Oh. Byakugan handed me the file, and I flipped through it with tense, nervous fingers. Suddenly, my hand stopped. I reached the page where photos from the scene of each crime had all been collected. The names of Genocide Jack's victims ran on for several pages. A lot of scissors. They were all hung up by scissors, though, not rope. Ken Harada, 32. Avenge our friend. I will try. Tetsuhiro Honda, 17. Shoji Gaku, 23. Kano Rizai, 14. Takeshi Yoshida, 30. Komasu Nataro, Takafumi Gono, Uchida Naobisa, Takeshi Masamune, Yuto Yumijima. There was no end to it. But one thing became perfectly clear as I read. All of the killer's countless victims were killed and suspended in exactly the same way. Okay, but these are scissors. And second, they're all guys. So I'm sticking with my theory that it's a copycat. And at the scene of every murder, the word bloodlust was left in the victim's own blood. I mean, also, how hard would it be to come in here and see this information when it's, just in the library? It wouldn't be that hard to come in here. Anyone could copy at this point. Don't even have to have seen the murder. Now take a look at the next page, and you'll find another interesting tidbit. The next page. Oh, another zoom out. Profiling results. All of the crimes took place either on weekdays at night or during holidays, either day or night. The most common time for the killings to take place was on holidays in the afternoon. Based on these facts, it could be suggested the suspect may be a student. Evidence suggests that the suspect lingered at the scene, but when they did leave, they were in a panic. Because an eyewitness has never come forward, it's unlikely there was any external reason for this. This confused behavior suggests that the suspect may potentially suffer from dissociative identity disorder. I was close.
So, in other words,
the key point here is that the culprit may well have a split personality. Split personality? Like the kind of thing you see on TV? So I'm part of another totally unbelievable story. But this one is way more unbelievable than anything else up till now. Or maybe it really isn't. I don't know. I feel like my mind has gone numb. Can we go over
let's
the file?
go.
Boy, stop dragging me everywhere. I don't want to go. I have one place I want to go. That's it. Alright, we should get going soon. Huh? Where are we going? Anywhere but here. We finished our business here, haven't we? Wait, Byakugan. As usual, Byakugan turned and left without another word. I hurried out of the library to catch up. Water break. Oh, thank God. Well, this is where we part ways. I have some things I need to take care of before the class trial. Just all of a sudden like that?
I don't have time to play with you.
Come on, enough of your annoying misapprehensions. Did you really think we'd be together the whole time? Take responsibility for yourself and do something useful. Move the investigation forward on your own.
Goodbye.
Yeah. Excuse me, princess. And just like that, he was gone. Thank goodness. Just as quickly as he asked me to join him, he cut me off. In the end, I felt like I was just some plaything getting tossed around. At the same time, I've uncovered some really important clues thanks to him. Genocide Jack. He's the one that killed Chihiro. And that murderous fiend is one of us. But who is it? I have to find that out, no matter what it takes. And to do that, there's somewhere I have to go to investigate one more time. Okay, thank goodness. Finally, to the boys' locker room. I have to go back to the crime scene, the girls' locker room. I should check the boys' locker room too. And the others might have come up with some info I might find useful while I'm at it. I need to find out everything I can. Okay. I don't know. Is it just right down this corner? Nope. Further? Nope. Oh, I'm lost. Is it this way? Oh, thank goodness. That's right. That's how you get to the locker room school, right? Okay. Do I have to ask it for me? I don't want to. Hifumi has discovered evidence revealing the identity of the culprit.
I feel as if...
Another stat increase for me. Evidence? What'd you find?
I cannot reveal that just yet. That's it. I'm sure of it. But I guarantee that what I found will steal the killer's breath from his lungs.
Are you sure about that?
Oh, yeah. Miss Ludenberg said she'd witnessed something worthwhile to...
Really? What did she see?
Well, it would seem... She refused to tell me. It's like when a girl bullies the boy she likes, right?
Right. Okay, so where is Celeste now?
The warehouse by the dorms. She was there, but at the same time, not there.
What's it gonna be? Alright, well, get out of the way. And right. I swear there was another poster up here. Is that, nope, hold on, I'll find the button. There it is. Look, look, look. There's a strange stain on the carpet. What is it? Okay. This poster. It's a popular boy band called Tornado. Somehow it doesn't quite seem to fit in the boys' locker room. Oh, you don't say. Come on, that's a clue. Please, please. Really? Nothing? Yes. Back to the girls' room. Maybe if I can click the poster, it'll let me do a double thought. Oh, thanks, Carson. Gotta head to work, but really enjoying what you're doing. Keep up the great work. Thank you so much. I hope you have a good day at work. I mean, we'll be here cranking this out to keep you entertained. Good luck. Come on, let me prove the poster, please. I know I'm right. Okay, the big-breasted swimsuit model is pretty noticeable too. The girls' locker room doesn't seem like the kind of place you find something like this. Oh, but wait, that reminds me, the poster in the other locker room is... That's right, there's definitely something strange about this. I'll make sure to keep them up there as fast as I can. I won't be able to put this one up tomorrow, but it should go up on Tuesday. I'll try to keep it Won't slack so much, guys. I know I'm slacking. I'll get the videos all up. I'm editing some more for One Bar right now. So Vampires should go up sometime after this stream. That's right, there's definitely something strange about this. In the boys' locker room, there's a poster of a popular boys band. In the girls' locker room, there's a poster of a big-breasted swimsuit model. Could the posters have been switched? But if they were, why? What reason would anyone have? Maybe I should talk to somebody who knows a little more about the locker rooms. Like who? Who do we ask? Who do you ask about posters? I guess these two. Sakura would know. Can I ask her? You spend a lot of time exercising in the girls' locker room, right, Sakura?
Of course. I've used it nearly every day since it opened up. Sometimes Hina and I use it together.
Okay, then let me ask you something. Do you think the posters in the boys' and girls' locker room could have been switched?
I'm sorry.
Ugh.
Sorry, I can't really say. I never really paid any attention to the posters.
I see.
However,
Huh?
but there is something that's been bothering me about the locker room. You see, I like to drink a little protein coffee every time I finish exercising.
We have protein coffee? Is that a thing? You have protein coffee? Can someone look that up and tell me?
In the warehouse. It's not the highest quality, but I don't have a lot of other options.
Oh, okay. Never mind then. Sakura answered.
I mix protein powder with coffee and down a glass of it after exercising. Anyway, the other day, I spilled some on the carpet in the girls' locker room and it left a stain.
Oh, I was right. I told you all. I told you. They were switched. Chihiro was killed in the boys' locker room and then moved into the girls' one.
It's cool. I'm just that smart, guys.
Unless it's super obvious. A stain? I don't see any stain on the carpet now.
Of course. Exactly. I noticed it earlier. The stain has disappeared. I can only assume someone came along and cleaned it up. But still, isn't it unusually clean that there was never a stain here to begin with?
Well, that answers the stain question. That doesn't answer the poster. There's a real thing? Huh. Fascinating. Thanks, number one fan. I was curious. Sometimes I just like knowing things. Did you find anything, Kyoko? Oh man, Sakura destroyed my voice. Ugh. Hey Kyoko, have you made any progress on your investigation?
Indeed.
Generally speaking.
However,
But I have to get going. I have something unrelated to take care of. Something besides the investigation? What is it?
well,
Nothing you need to worry about. Just concentrate on the murder. But
so then,
before I go, let me give you one piece of advice. You should examine Chihiro's body one more time, thoroughly. Also, her handbook is missing. You might want to determine its whereabouts.
goodbye.
That's it. I'll be praying for your success. With that, Kyoko turned and left the girls' locker room. I guess I'll take another look at the body then. And Chihiro's handbook is missing. That's definitely worth worrying about. Did she leave it in her room? Can I talk to you? Dude had a real complex about being weak. You heard Chihiro talk about it, right? All I need to get stronger. Yeah, I do remember she said that more than once. Sure did, which I guess explains the trip down here. But did she really get that stronger that bad? I feel like we read this. You already mentioned it, but she was a girl after all. Most girls aren't all that strong. I don't know, man. I haven't really thought about that stuff. I feel like we've done that before. I don't remember, though. Alright, another look at the body, I guess. Kyoko said I should examine the body one more time. I know she said thoroughly, but I do have my limits. Well, I better give it a shot anyway. Let's see. Chihiro's hands are bound with what looks like some sort of kind of rope. Jump rope, maybe? The rope is used to prop her up in a kind of crucifix position. Oh. Oh, the extension cord. Oh. Yakugan. This rope has a plug? Wait, so then this isn't a rope at all. But the more I think about it, the more that's not the only thing that concerns me. Chihiro's fatal injury was the blow to the head, which means someone struck her in the head in order to kill her. That's right. There's the issue of her being suspended and then the fatal blow. At first, I didn't see any reason to think too much about either of them. But seeing them again, after looking through the Genocide Jack file, something's not quite right. What does this all mean? Poor Chihiro. We're not allowed to have friends. We're officially banned from friends. Well, the one thing most likely to tie all these mysteries together is the true nature of the rope that was used to suspend Chihiro. And to figure that out, there's a certain place I need to revisit and look over again. Plus, it might help to look at the Genocide Jack case file one more time. Back to the library, I guess. Can I go back to the boys' room to look at the carpet? Ping pong. I just want to see if it'll change the hint. Clue? Clue. That's the word. Clue that we have. There's a strange stain on the carpet. What is it? No? Okay. Alright, I just want to check. I guess we have two leads now. We can go to the library or we can go to the warehouse. Celeste has new info, so I guess we'll do old info first. This? There's a thick layer of dust on top of the desk. Maybe there's some kind of clue here. Guess not. Hey buddy, guess what I'm clicking? Down below. The lamp won't turn on. Oh, I see. It's not plugged in. The lamp's cord isn't long enough to reach that outlet from here. But last time I saw it, it was definitely on. It was definitely right here. Yeah, there's a little extension cord. Well, that's right. Byakugan was using an extension cord. But there's no extension cord here now. I wonder... Okay, so that's that solved. Now, where's the Genocide Jack case? Right here? I want to take another look at the Genocide Jack case file. I know it was around here somewhere. It's gone. Did someone take it out of the archive? The only one who would do something like that. I can't think of anyone but Byakugan. But he said to make sure we leave it here. So why would he take it? That doesn't make any sense. Where is everyone? Library, archive. Down the floor. Nope. First floor. Here we go. Okay. So she's in the warehouse. Where's Byakugan? No, but seriously, where is he? Am I missing something? I legit don't see him on the map. What is happening? Oh, water break. Okay, where am I? I guess I'll go to Celeste for now. Because I don't know where Byakugan is. It's really weird. Where did he go? you have any clues?
How unfortunate.
Yeah, you're not wrong. Maybe we should have confessed our embarrassing secrets after all. Damn it! I'm sorry, Chihiro. It's all because I wasn't strong enough. Okay, you're useless. Cool. Keep heading this way, I guess. Okay, well, the only lead I've got right now is the warehouse, because I don't know where Byakuya is. Maybe if I talk to her, he'll show back up. Hello. Celeste, what are you doing here? This warehouse is amazing. It has absolutely everything one might need to live a full life. From food to clothes to towels, there's an endless supply to choose from. I see that, but if you found anything related to the case?
Most unfortunate.
I knew you were going to ask me that. I thought talking about the warehouse itself might misdirect you, but I see it was pointless. And you did find something. Very well. I will tell you, and only you.
Actually,
Last night, I saw her here. Chihiro was in the warehouse. That's true, because we saw her. Because we were hanging out with her. So that did happen. Makoto, bro, we literally talked to her yesterday. What? Really?
indeed.
This was right before nighttime.
Hmm? What are you doing out this late?
Oh, I was just...
Exercise clothes?
Are you planning to go exercise, perhaps?
What? How did you know?
I mean, that's an exercise bag.
Because I can see a blue track jacket sticking out of that duffel bag you're carrying.
Duffel. That's a funny word.
Oh, you're right. Thanks. Well, I'd better get going. I'm kind of in a hurry.
No? She stuffed the jacket into her bag in a hurry. It was almost like she was trying to hide it. And just like that, she was gone.
Yes, indeed.
I assumed she was merely stocking up to go exercise in the morning, but it would appear she ignored the nighttime rule and headed directly to the girls' locker room. If she hadn't broken our rule, none of this ever would have happened. You get what you deserve, I suppose. So apparently, she went to the girls' locker room late at night in order to exercise without anyone knowing. But the strange thing is, there was no trace of the track jacket or duffel bag Celeste said she saw Chihiro carrying. Which means the killer would have gotten rid of it somehow. Maybe in the trash? Where was the trash room? I don't remember. There it is. Okay, right around the corner. I thought so, but you never know. I don't see anything this time. There's a hatch on the floor. Door won't budge. It must be locked. Okay. This is the trash room, the dump in other words, but the gate in the way, you can't actually get inside. Anyway, it's not related to the case. There's nobody left who could do what Leon did. Okay. Someone could have the key. They already said it rotates, but fine. Whatever. Riley, Celeste, Chihiro, Toko, Junko, Sayaka, Byakuya. This is Byakuya's room. I doubt there's any clues in here. Bro? Maybe the laundry room? Maybe they got blood on the jacket and you had to wash them? Can I stop hitting the wrong button? That swimsuit is still hanging out to dry. I don't think it has anything to do with the case. Okay. Alright. Anybody got any ideas? Because I don't know where I'm going. Maybe I can try to talk to Toko again? Oh, what am I missing? I'm missing something. I know I am. Nope, that's Sayaka's room. That's not what I wanted. Wrong one. This is Toko's room. I should probably just leave her alone for now. Really? What am I supposed to do? I don't know where I'm supposed to be going. Who's down here? She's in the dining room. Maybe I can talk to her. Oh, maybe she can tell me if the posters have been switched. Maybe that'll get the next step to happen. Okay, where are you? I had questions. Oh, Hina, how's Toko doing? Same as before. She won't come out and she just keeps on mumbling something about Genocide Jack. Right? I don't know where I'm supposed to be going. I'm a little lost. So I just left her there. You left her? My head was all swimmy and I was getting pretty hungry. It's fair. It's fair.
Yeah!
Oh, but don't worry. I'm gonna head back as soon as I'm done eating. Toko's not exactly pleasant, but I'm still worried about her. Speaking of which, what are you eating?
Huh?
A donut, of course. Oh, donut. Of course. There's two things I'm sure God created. Outer space and donuts. Really? I bet Chihiro would have liked to eat more donuts. Maybe that was her one big regret. Oh, I should have tried to spend more time with her. Come to think of it, who did she spend time with, besides us?
Well...
Yeah, she was a little bit strange. Didn't really hang out with the other girls much. It was like she was trying to keep her distance from us. Actually, Sakura said something similar. She said that even though you and her invited Chihiro to exercise with you, she always refused.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, it's true. And it wasn't just us either. It was like she stayed away from all the girls. Was she just shy? Dude, I would totally kill for like a bag of powdered donuts. Oh, it sounds so good right now. Dang it, Hina. Now you got me wanting a donut. You got number one fan wanting a donut. Anyone else in the crowd wanting a donut? I don't know. She talked to the boys all the time. Isn't it kind of weird to be shy around your own sex, but totally fine with the opposite sex? No, I don't think so.
Ah!
Oh, wait, maybe. Maybe she was used to guys spoiling her. The law says you can't judge a book by its cover, right? You think so? I never really saw her as that type of girl. I always account. Okay, so she avoided all the girls. Oh.
I'm getting tired of waiting. Shall we just plunge right in?
Oh boy. Do we have enough info?
It's the moment you've all been waiting for! The class trial!
Oh no.
You remember where to meet, right?
Yeah.
Please go through the red door on the first floor of the school. See you soon!
Oh, do we have enough info to do this? Begin the class trial, or it's about to begin. The red door is right through here. Oh boy. Okay, I'm gonna save just in case I screw this up pretty bad. Oh boy. Anyone else like super nervous now? I don't know if I got enough, right? I feel like we're missing stuff. Oh, well, that's how you bring the map up. Cool. Would have been good to know. It says I have all 16. But I don't actually know if it counts evidence you don't have, or it's just the stuff you do. Oh, I'm really nervous. Hold on a second. No, we're missing someone.
So is everyone ready to... What? Am I blind? Are we missing someone?
Yo.
Yeah, Togo's not here.
And Toko is...
You really don't remember?
Come on! Kidding! I'm just kidding. How could I forget that little nut job? She's a crucial part of the class trial this time.
What are you gonna do?
Okie dokie. I'll go ahead and drag her out here kicking and screaming. Just one moment, please.
I guess. We'll have to catch him in the trial. Oof. Just like he said, a few moments later, he reappeared, dragging Toko behind him. Oh.
I told him I didn't want to, but he forced me. I can't believe you would drag a girl around. Terrible. You're terrible. Whew. So now everyone's here, right? Okay then, hustle onto the elevator and let's get this show on the road. I'll see you guys down there.
Let's go.
So shall we get going? It's time to find out who killed Chihiro. Chihiro Fujisaki. She was so gentle, so calm and meek. Nobody had any problems with her. Someone made the choice to kill a girl like that. And that murder is one of us. Someone standing right here. She do be cray-cray. Is everyone here? Oh, okay, there's Kyoko. I couldn't see her, so I thought we were missing someone. Alright, let's do this. We have no choice, right? We have to do this. I don't feel like waiting for Kyoko again. Gonna go ahead and get this out of the way.
It's true.
Yes. I gave a small nod in reply. With one last deep breath, I walked toward the elevator on shaky legs. With each step forward, I could feel my heart starting to race faster and faster. As soon as everyone was on, the elevator began to descend. I couldn't get a handle on my emotions, couldn't stop speculating. At least I don't have to do a lot of voices during this. That's the best part. It's just me being dumb with minigames. The steel box sank with heavy clunking sounds deeper and deeper into the ground. As we went deeper, the uneasiness in my heart grew bigger and bigger. The elevator was unaffected, however, and continued to descend without hesitation. Until finally, it came to a sudden stop.
What do you think? I redecorate. Isn't it so fresh? Isn't it so exciting?
Don't waste our time with stupid questions. Let's get this over with.
Very nice. Good. You're rip raring to go. Gotta say, I don't hate it. Not at all. Well?
I don't remember how to do any of the minigames now, so we're hosed.
Okay then, let's get the show on the road.
Thrills, chills, kills!
Everyone, please find your seats.
And so the curtain opened once again. A deadly judgment, a deadly deception, a deadly betrayal. Oh, really? With the deadly stuff again? A deadly riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly fate, a deadly class trial. Yes, I would. You are correct. Hey, look, it's our title image. Cool. I guess we'll say this second slot just in case I miss something. Not that it matters. Okay. Alright, apparently no. Oh, got it. Increases damage to the opponent when a statement is destroyed, effective during the bullet time battle. Attentive influence. Increase the influence gauge by 2. Effective. Yeah, we'll go ahead and toss that one on. Okay. Alright, I guess we're ready. Oof. I'm really nervous. I feel like we're missing a lot of stuff with this one.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the results.
Okay.
If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one, then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate.
Did he redecorate in here? Everything looks the same.
Okay, then. So, first off, let's talk about the murder weapon!
First, we have to make clear what was used to deliver the fatal blow. Is anyone not in agreement with what killed her? Locking and dumbbell. No, you said again. It's in an X.
Chihiro's fatal injury. It appears it was a head wound.
Yes.
According to the Monokuma file, the killer used a blunt instrument. But what kind of blunt instrument could it have been?
How do I do this? I don't remember. Triangle?
I bet it was an iron pipe.
No, 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 no. Oh my god.
That certainly would make for a powerful
It's so
weapon.
bad. I'm so bad. Hold on. Hold the R1 button to slow it down. Cool. Thanks. A little too late. Damn it. The weapon had to be the scene of the crime. There's something with a bloodstain on it. Yeah, dude, I'm sorry. I
Chihiro's
missed.
fatal injury.
That's on me. This is gonna be
It
rough.
appears it was a head wound.
According to the Monokuma file, the killer used a blunt instrument. But what kind of blunt instrument could it have been?
I'm ready.
I bet it was an iron pipe.
Oh, hold on. I'll remember what the button is.
No, that's wrong.
It's wrong.
Can we agree that the object that dealt the fatal blow was the dumbbell, found at the scene of the crime?
Can we?
It was covered in blood, and there was nothing else at the scene that could have caused that kind of injury.
Oh, it's gonna be bad, #1 fan. I can't do this.
And the wound on the victim's head is consistent with the shape of the dumbbell.
I've been playing too much Switch. I don't know what the buttons are right now.
As far as I'm concerned, there's no mistake and no room for doubt on this one.
You looked at her head wound?
Did you not?
Yay! That's so creepy!
It's literally our life or not. We gotta be thorough.
If you don't mind, I will proceed from here. Let's move on to discussion of the culprit.
Oh, I'm sure you do, bro. You're wrong.
Although, I believe the criminal behind this heinous act is already quite clear.
It's time for a bucket of you're wrong, Byakuya.
What? For real?
Chihiro's killer is the fiendish serial killer, Genocide Jack.
You're wrong. Genocide Jack, the fiendish serial killer. Did he really kill Chihiro? A new element has been added to non-stop debates. Yes, I would. For this debate, lines of white noise will appear to disrupt your reactions. Your truth bullets will disappear if they hit these lines, so think of them as obstacles in your debate. Well, there's a way to keep this white noise from getting in your way. Press the X button to attach the silencer, which you can use to shoot down the white noise. However, if you shoot an actual remark with your silencer instead of the white noise, the time limit will decrease, so take careful aim when you have your silencer out. Great! We're hosed! Oh, but if your action difficulty is set to gentle, white noise won't appear at all. In which case, you can forget about the silencer and just focus on the situation in front of you. Well then, good luck and have fun. I don't think we're on gentle, are we? I feel like it's just normal. Inside Jack case file.
The culprit is Genocide Jack. I'm sure of it. Case closed, as far as I'm concerned.
But that's impossible!
Why? What makes it impossible?
Well, I mean, come on! There's just no proof for it.
Oh, I hit the wrong button.
Hey, so, speaking of
Oh,
Genocide
boy.
Jack, I don't know who that is!
Whoops, I missed it. I was a little low. That thing Byakuga showed me in the archive. One look at that and anyone would be convinced. It shows that this was the work of genocide. Bruh, no.
The culprit is Genocide Jack. I'm sure of it. Case closed, as far as I'm concerned.
But that's impossible.
Why? What makes it impossible?
Well, I mean, come on. There's just no proof for it.
Get it?
No, it's wrong.
You're wrong. This is a long one. It says 11 minutes up there.
I might know one reason he could be involved.
What?
I found this file while I was looking around the archive in the library.
Bruh, don't lie.
I guess it's some kind of confidential file the police put together about the Genocide Jack case.
What? That's kind of weird as shit, isn't it? What was something like that doing in the library?
The why of it is probably more trouble than it's worth. So let's forget about that for now. More importantly, it outlines all the specifics of every Genocide Jack case in exceeding detail. According to the file, there appear to be two defining characteristics in every Genocide Jack case. The first is that a bloody message is found written at the scene of every murder.
Oh, that's right. Boob lust.
What?
No. It's actually bloodlust.
But more important is the other characteristic, and it's something that has never been made public.
Never made public? What the hell is it?
Why don't you tell them, Makoto?
Sure. The other characteristic of every Genocide Jack case, which the world at large doesn't know, if I'm not mistaken, has to do with the positioning of the body.
I got it!
You just straight up said it.
In every Genocide Jack case, the killer suspends the body in a certain way. Other than the killer, the only people who know about this are the higher-ups in the police department.
However, Chihiro was most definitely suspended in the same way.
Give or take.
So, how did the culprit know about this when only high-level police officials were aware of it?
They found the same file you did.
There's only one logical answer I can think of.
Sure.
It's because the culprit in this case is the real Genocide Jack.
No fucking way!
You're saying Genocide Jack is one of us?
Yes.
Yes. In fact, it's Toko.
You're not wrong.
What?
Genocide Jack's true identity is Toko Fukawa.
Yes. No.
What? Hey, okay, wait, hold on a sec. Toko has, like, bloodophobia or whatever, remember? What kind of serial killer is afraid of blood?
Is Toko Genocide Jack? The answer is yes and no.
Another riddle. Man, why is this gotta be so complicated?
It's a riddle for sure, but I feel like I understand it. What's it mean for Genocide Jack to be Toko, but also to not be Toko? The answer is that she's not just one person, but multiple people, right? Hangman's Gambit. What am I spelling? What am I spelling? Is that it? Schizo?
Now I understand.
Lord, I didn't know what I was spelling at all.
Is it because Genocide Jack has a split personality?
I thought the word would be split or something.
Huh?
I think I read that somewhere in the file too. They thought that the suspect might have, what did they call it? Dissociative identity disorder.
Oh, okay. But still, to go and say that about Miss Fukawa is...
Perfectly acceptable. Toko's strange behavior after seeing the body is proof enough that she has a split personality.
The one thing it shows Toko could have a split personality.
I got it! You're talking about how she started acting totally different than usual, right?
Right? I thought that would be the full word, not just a piece of it.
That's right. Think back. She fainted when she saw Chihiro's corpse, and then, when she woke up...
I'm fine. Whoa, is that a dead body? Hey, are you dead? She must have hit her head real hard when she fainted. The world has a front and a back, a top ending and a bottom, a sea of truth and a web of lies. This is quite concerning. I mean, she sounds completely different.
She was acting funny, that's for sure. That melancholy tone of hers completely disappeared.
Don't go assigning adjectives to my tone without permission.
Not to mention, once she regained consciousness and saw Chihiro's body again, she was utterly calm. In other words, within her is one personality that can handle blood, and one that obviously can.
So when Toko trapped herself in her room, it's because she was scared of Genocide Jack?
I won't let Genocide Jack have control. I'll drive out the killer. Drive out that murderous fiend.
The reason she locked herself in her room wasn't to keep other people from getting in. It was to keep her other personality from getting out.
What?
Toko was afraid. Afraid of the murderous fiend inside of her. Of killing even more people.
How?
Yeah. How can you know all this?
I do believe you misunderstood her. What she's trying to say isn't, how can you know all this? No. What she wants to know is, how could you tell them?
Huh?
Last night, just before Monokuma gave his motive speech, Toko and I had a strange conversation. She told me a most interesting story. She said a murderous fiend lived within her, and she was afraid it could appear and attack at any time. And that trepidation is what's caused her to have such a bleak attitude. Isn't that right, Toko?
This is all a lie. Right, Toko?
You said you wouldn't tell anyone.
No.
What?
You promised! I can't believe you lied!
You have only yourself to blame. You came to me with your tragic little story. I didn't ask you to.
Jeez.
This is the real world, not some romantic fantasy fairy tale.
Hardcore, man.
Besides, you broke your promise first. You said that as long as you were here, no matter what, you wouldn't let Genocide Jack kill anyone. But in spite of that promise...
I'm sorry I couldn't keep our promise. But don't worry, never again. I won't let Genocide Jack have control ever again.
You said if I kept my promise, you would go out with me.
Oh, those are big stakes.
That's the only reason I promised.
How many times do I have to tell you? I never said that. But you weren't able to do it. You just couldn't resist that rush you got from killing, could you?
I tried. I swear I tried to control it.
But your efforts were useless. What a disappointment.
I hate you.
Well, the opening act is nearly finished. All that's left is to hear from the person in question directly.
The person? You don't mean...
Toko's body suddenly lunged backwards. A huge thud echoed across the courtroom, but in the next second... Here we go. You thought she was crazy before.
Well, hello there! Is it me you were hoping to see?
What the heck?
So you figured it out, huh? Well, whatever. What are you gonna do? I'm the ultimate murderous fiend, Genocide Jack! Or better yet, let's go with Genocide Jill!
Okay.
What the fuck is this?
Toko, what happened to you?
Not Toko, that's a loser name, and what happened is a textbook split personality. So what if one of them happens to be a serial killer? You should turn a blind eye to one's faults.
Right? That seems kind of simple. Hifumi might want to move.
She's so intense.
Like they say, sound in murderous mind, sound in murderous body.
This one is so different from the one we've come to know.
Yes, well, the world is composed of a front and a back, you know. Just like how every inning has a top and a bottom, or how in the depths of every truth lives a little lie. Behind every dark and gloomy soul lives another that shines as bright as the sun!
This is the murderous fiend genocide Jack? This is beyond insane.
Miss Jack, Jill, can I ask you a question?
What's up?
Some of us think you might be the mastermind behind our entire situation. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, I'll tell you, I am the mastermind of all masterminds! Just kidding!
Then it's not true?
Of course it's not true! How dare you try to link me to that creepazoid?
Monokuma defending his turf.
And another thing, the police and government and society in the outside world are totally powerless! I mean, they just let this idiotic, bloodthirsty maniac go buck wild all over town!
Sure, I'm a bloodthirsty maniac, but life is pain, right? To live is to hurt other people. It's a necessary evil if you want to survive. The act of living itself causes pain for everyone. Just kidding again!
What is happening?
This should be enough to convince you. This murderous fiend is responsible for Chihiro's death. There's clearly a motive, so there should be no doubt.
A motive?
Remember what Monokuma told us? If someone didn't murder and graduate within 24 hours, an embarrassing memory or secret would be revealed. Well, let's assume that Toko's secret was about Genocide Jack. If a secret like that came to light, Toko's life would have undoubtedly been forever ruined.
Her tongue's a little long. It's kind of weird.
So she had a very clear motive to never have that side of herself exposed.
Interesting. Very, very, very interesting. But sorry, as much as I hate to admit it, I'm not the culprit.
Huh?
But I cannot imagine anyone other than you could murder someone in such a bizarre fashion.
Maybe so, but nevertheless, it's the truth.
Do you really expect any of us to believe you?
Yeah. I could never believe a word you say, you monster.
Maybe she's totally right about that, but something's still bothering me. She said, I need to get some more details about all of this. Oh, well, now I'm fishing for clues. Status of the dead body. Yeah.
Sorry, but I didn't kill anyone.
You say that, but do you really expect any of us to believe it?
Perhaps if you had an alibi, that would change things.
Oh, an alibi, huh? Now we're talking.
When you compare your past murders to this incident, the modus operandi matches completely. What more proof do you need?
I hit the wrong button.
Give it up. You killed her.
Yeah, I know. I just hit the wrong button.
Sorry, but I didn't kill anyone.
You say that, but do you really expect any of us to believe it?
Perhaps if you had an alibi, that would change things.
Oh, an alibi, huh? Now we're talking.
When you compare your past murders to this incident, the modus operandi matches
There we go. I missed this time. There were no scissors. She was tied up.
Are the methods of murder really exactly the same? I'm not so sure about that. I think there's a slight difference between the Genocide Jack cases and this one.
Huh? How's it any different?
Uh-oh, you don't know? Well then, human garbage, let me tell you! I murder with passion and conviction. I consider myself a professional, and I have a very particular way of doing things. And Imagine you go to a fancy Italian restaurant. They're very picky about the noodles, the sauce, everything. But what happened to Chihiro? It'd be like if that same Italian restaurant started using ragu or Chef Boyardee. This is no creation of mine.
Let me rephrase that in a way that maybe makes more sense. There are two clear differences between the Genocide Jack cases and this one.
There's one clear difference between the murders. In the photos from the other Genocide Jack cases, look at the neck and the stomach.
I got it! For one, the cause of death is different. In the Genocide Jack murders, all the victims were killed the same way. According to the case file, they were all apparently killed with a pair of scissors.
Can we give Toko some credit here? Like, she literally pins them into a cement wall. That's a little hardcore. She's stronger than she looks.
But Chihiro died from a blow to the head, right?
Yeah, we already agreed on that.
Ah, yes. That is remarkably different from the other murders.
Wouldn't it be strange for someone who kills the same way without fail to suddenly change their method? And there's more. One more conflicting detail.
They were all guys.
That's right! In my recipe of murder, if the bloody message is the tortellini, then the arrangement of the body would be the pesto sauce!
Could you please stop comparing killing people to cooking?
So, are you saying the other difference has to do with how the body was arranged?
That's right. The second difference is related to how she was suspended. In the photos of the other Genocide Jack cases, all the other victims were stabbed right through their hands. What was used to suspend her?
I got it! Do you remember what the killer used to suspend her? They used some kind of rope to hang her up by her wrists.
What is your point?
Well, in all the previous Genocide Jack cases, something else was used to suspend them. Specifically, pairs of razor-sharp scissors.
And guess what? I used my own specially designed scissors for the murders and the arrangement. Like I said, I'm a professional, so naturally I'm very picky about the tools I use. And you know what else? Big Mac said there's two differences, but he's wrong.
Big Mac? Are you referring to me?
Listen up, Big Mac. There's actually one more difference.
I think that's what she's about to say.
Huh?
They were all guys. Chihiro isn't.
My word, you really didn't notice? Take a look at who the victims were in each Genocide Jack case. There's a pattern there, just waiting to be discovered.
A pattern?
Figure that out, and it'll be plain as death why I couldn't have possibly killed that little lolly girl.
Let's see. There's a pattern surrounding the Genocide Jack victims, and Chihiro didn't fit it. If you look at the names of every victim, what you'll notice is... I think I figured it out.
I got it! Is it because
Psycho.
Chihiro was a girl?
Bingo! Bullseye! Right on the money!
What are you talking about?
In all the Genocide Jack cases, all the victims had something in common.
Oh, you're good. I'm not reading all these again. It's a bunch of guys' names.
They were all guys?
That's right! The people I kill with such passion and conviction are all adorable little men!
Might want to watch yourself, Yakugan.
I can't believe I said it! I'm so embarrassed!
The hell is wrong with you?
I can't help it! I'm just a full-throttle boy-on-boy fangirl, and the mopey side of me just hates it. But now I'm on the fast track to becoming a full-fledged fan madam!
So, since Chihiro was a girl and not an adorable little man, you wouldn't kill her?
Would an Italian chef suddenly start making ramen just because they're both noodles? Don't be stupid. I have too much passion and conviction to cross that line. That's the absolute reality of a one and only.
We get it. You've clearly explained your hobby and your philosophy. But that's not all there is to it. It's a different matter entirely, when you're forced to kill in order to survive.
Quiet, lowly cur!
Lowly? Cur?
Oh!
I would never kill for a reason as petty as mere survival. And if by some fluke I did kill to survive. Why would I bother with the message and arrangement? It'd make me the obvious suspect!
Yep.
That does make some amount of sense.
Plus, whatever reason I have for killing, I would never leave out my prized scissors. Who would go out of their way to use a big, stupid, heavy dumbbell?
Maybe you used the dumbbell because you couldn't find any scissors in the school?
Any scissors? I don't just use any scissors. I only use my own set of high-class, envy of the entire world scissors!
Okay, whatever. There still aren't any in the school.
Are you sure about that?
Do you have scissors?
Nope.
She's fully equipped!
That's right! So I can kill anywhere, anytime! Why would I resort to dumbbells or rope when I have my trusty scissors by my side?
I want to know where she hid the scissors.
Go ahead, tell me I'm wrong! You can't, can you, gutter dogs, all of you!
Jeez.
Not to mention, I have no clue how to tie a good knot! The rope's totally out of the question anyway!
I have no idea what's going on anymore. Could such a heinous villain really be innocent?
I guess.
But the body really was suspended, right? And nobody but the police knew about that.
Yeah! That's why we figured it had to be the real deal, and not some copycat killer or whatever.
Actually, hold on. There is one person. One person who could have copied the Genocide Jack cases. Select someone? Byakugan, I guess.
Here's my
wrong?
answer.
Am I wrong?
Byakuya, it's possible you could have found out, isn't it? You'd have no problem gaining access to classified government documents or internal police records. Plus, you'd already looked through the Genocide Jack file before this all happened, hadn't you?
Are you saying Mr. Togami did it?
Then the reason he pushed the theory of Genocide Jack being the killer so hard was because he wanted to pin the crime on her.
So, he rearranged the scene to disguise it and make it look like I put my stamp on it! The adorable glasses man was behind it all! Oh, I'm on fire!
Well, Byakuya, what's your response?
I see. So now the suspicion falls on me. Then I must ask, when would you say I began acting suspicious? Surely you must have an answer.
Looking back and thinking about it now, the way you were acting right before we discovered the body was a little strange.
And the locker rooms. They're suspicious. Very suspicious indeed. Wouldn't you agree? Suspicious? It seems nobody searched the locker rooms. Let's start with the girls' locker rooms. Yeah, justice for Chihiro.
You wanted to go to the girls' locker room right away, right? But since you're a guy...
I should have naturally thought of the boys' locker room first. Is that what you want to say? The victim was Chihiro, a girl. Hence why I said we should check the girls' locker room.
But no one knew that yet.
Nothing strange about that, I'd say.
On the contrary, there's something very strange.
Okay then, what's so strange about it? Go ahead, share with the rest of the class.
There's a clear contradiction what Byakuya just said. I need to make it clear to everyone. Not another one, please. Next, we're going to add something called a truth flashback. If you aim in a weak spot and hold down the triangle button, then you'll memorize the weak spot. This memorized phase can only be shot once as a single truth bullet. If you shoot or change the truth bullet, it will disappear from your truth cylinder. However, you can use this flashback feature as many times as you want. If you don't seem to have the answer to a lie or contradiction in your loaded truth bullets, it might be wise to memorize a different weak spot. Use that to make your case. This is ridiculous. When's the best time to flashback? Well, you'll just have to use your keen wits, won't you? In this case, though, I will say that if you don't use a flashback, you won't be refuting anything. Well then, good luck and have fun. Well, we know what we're after, at least. We didn't all know that it was a girl.
So, you said Byakuya was acting kind of weird before we found the body. But he was acting weird... how?
If you're presented with the opportunity to check out the girls' locker room,
You absolutely take it! That's a natural reaction for any guy!
The victim was Chihiro, who was a girl. So of course I would suggest we check the girls' locker room first. There was no time for pointless distractions. What's so strange about that?
I wish you'd taken me with you.
Guys, if I could aim, this would go a lot better. Yeah, I know. I know.
So, you said Byakuya was acting kind of weird before we found the body. But he was acting weird... how?
If you're presented with the opportunity to check out the girls' locker room,
You absolutely take it! That's a natural reaction for any guy!
The victim was Chihiro, who was a girl. So of course I would suggest we check the girls' locker room first. There was no time for pointless distractions.
How do I use
What's so strange about that?
How do I use this?
I wish you'd taken me with you.
Was I supposed to hit it right then? I have no idea what I'm doing, guys. I'm sorry.
You said Byakuya was acting kind of weird before we found the body.
This one? Nope. Cool. Good to know. Come on, Mikoto, don't scare me, right? It makes me think something weird is going on. Look, dude, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm really confused.
So,
I have to
you said
find it
Byakuya
again.
was
Are you
acting
kidding
kinda weird
me?
before we found the body. But he was acting weird.
Guys, I'm sorry. I'm really screwing this up.
Presented with the opportunity to check out the girls' locker room,
You absolutely take it! That's a natural reaction for any guy!
The victim was Chihiro, who was a girl. So of course I would suggest we check the girls' locker room first. There was no time for pointless
so bad at
distractions.
this. Guys, I'm
What's so
sorry.
strange about
There it is. I found the skip button.
So,
This
you
is
said
so
Byakuya was
bad.
acting, but he was acting weird.
If you're presented with the opportunity to
That's a natural...
The victim was Chihiro, who was a girl.
What am I doing? What am I doing? That's what I want to take, yes, but when it restarts, I don't get to keep it. Shoot! I don't understand. What am I doing wrong?
So, you said Byakuya was acting kind of, but he was acting...
If you're presented with the opportunity,
That's a natural...
The victim was Chihiro,
I'm
who was a
dumb.
girl.
So of course I would. There was no time for.
I'm
What's so
supposed to be taking Hina's and using it against Byakuya. Got it. Cool.
So,
I got
you
it.
said
Okay, hold
Byakuya
on.
was acting kind of weird before we
Okay.
found the body.
I know what I'm doing, guys. I'm sorry. I'm a professional.
That's a natural...
The victim was Chihiro, who was a girl.
There we go.
No,
I got it. I figured it out. Oh my god. This is so stupid.
I'll tell you what's so strange about that.
Guys, I'm sorry. I'm so dumb.
Because up until we actually discovered the body, we couldn't have known who the victim was. So your claim that you went to the girls' locker room first because Chihiro was the victim doesn't hold up.
I see. That's a good answer, I must admit.
Cool. It only took me like 5 minutes to figure it out.
Interesting. Very interesting indeed. But your reasoning is still too weak. Huh? What's wrong? Is that it? Surely you've got more than that. Go ahead. Show us.
What's with Byakuya's attitude? It's like he doesn't even care. Got him cornered, but he's acting like it has nothing to do with
What's the
him.
matter? You're not finished already, are you? There must be more to it.
There is. I think.
There is more to it. Think about it. We just talked about the differences between this case and past Genocide Jack incidents. The proof you're looking for is hidden in there.
Oh? Proof that I'm the culprit, you mean?
The differences between this case and other Genocide Jack murders. The evidence that proves Byakuya is responsible is to be met. Guys, I don't know. I'm too dumb right now. Library desk. Oh, okay.
What? The difference between the cases? You want me to explain it again?
Please explain it.
When I want to kill, I use my very own special scissors. And I use those same scissors to arrange the body.
Oh, I bet that was the one.
Chihiro was suspended with. It was some kind of rope.
Was it not?
That's right! It absolutely was!
Then there must be something very fishy indeed about that rope.
Hey, Byakuya, where'd you get it from, huh?
I'd never seen that rope before in my life.
Get it? Oh, I got it. I did it.
Actually, I'm pretty sure you have seen it before. Because, you see, that rope, or should I say, that extension cord?
What? An extension cord?
Byakuya, you've used the extension cord in the library more than once, haven't you? And the same extension cord that was in the library all this time went missing after the murder. And there's no way someone who uses that extension cord as much as you do wouldn't discover that fact.
And Byakuya must be the one who took the extension cord. I can't imagine any other possibility.
That's really what you think? Then your conclusion is something like this? I killed Chihiro in the girls' locker room, then hung her up and wrote that bloody message. I intentionally made it look like Genocide Jack was behind it. Is that about right?
He's doing it again. He's totally calm, totally unconcerned. It's if he's not even involved. Wait, not even involved.
What's wrong? I asked you if you think that's what happened.
Hell yes, that's what happened. So that's it, right? Byakuya's the killer.
I don't disagree with not disagreeing.
He kept calling this a game, right? So he'd be totally willing to do something like this to win.
Sorry, but could we hold on just a second? I think we need to talk about this a little more.
Huh? Do we really need to? We've already decided who did it.
I know, but still, there's something that's still bothering me.
Is that right? And what, pray tell, is still bothering you?
Your snarky attitude.
I killed her in the girls' locker room, then disguised my crime.
You know if we're wrong, we all die, right?
Specifically, I dressed it up to make it look like it was the work of a homicidal psychopath. What about all that bothers you?
What was that just now? Something's not right. Jiro's body was definitely found in the girls' locker room. Can I really just accept what Byakuya said is the truth? No, I don't think so. There's definitely something different about what he said. This one?
I got it! You say you killed Chihiro in the girls' locker room, right? But are you sure about that? Isn't it possible that the murder took place somewhere else?
How disappointing. What kind of question is that? Even in the world of disappointments, this is a true letdown. She was found dead in the girls' locker room. There is absolutely no question about that. How could the scene of the crime have been anywhere else?
Oh boy, about to eat some truth.
Well, I think it's entirely possible that she was killed somewhere else, then carried there later, along with the rest of the murder scene.
The rest of the murder scene?
Oh, not so cocky now, huh?
That was awfully specific. Please tell me you have a reason for saying all of that.
What is happening?
I believe I do.
Hey, Byakuya, did I just take you off your guard? Oh, not so smug now, huh? When the story suddenly moved to the crime scene, Byakuya had been so confident up till now. Maybe Byakuya never even realized that the actual scene of the crime could have been somewhere else.
Hey! Don't just move on without permission! What do you mean she was killed somewhere else?
Come on, Makoto.
Now everyone's like, what's going on? Yeah, Byakugan's being a real pain.
If there's any chance the murder took place somewhere else, let's see the proof.
Well, let me show you Exhibit A and Exhibit B. Evidence that shows the murder took someplace. There was something that was switched between the boys and the girls' locker room. There were several things. Let's see. Let's go with the rug first. We'll do the rug and then the posters. No, first I have to prove the scenes were switched. Am I missing something? Something was switched between the boys and girls' locker room. The rug was switched. Please.
I got it!
Really?
The proof that she was killed somewhere else is the poster that's hanging in each locker room.
Your proof is some posters?
The poster in the girls' locker room was a picture of a big-boobed supermodel. But don't you think that's kind of strange? Why would the girls' locker room have a poster like that?
I bet those massive jugs of hers were totally fake!
Meanwhile, the boys' locker room had a poster of the super popular boy band Tornado. Again, that doesn't really seem to belong in a boys' locker room.
So you're saying that maybe the posters were switched?
And there's one other thing I noticed about the locker rooms. You know what I'm talking about, right, Sakura?
You're referring to my protein coffee, aren't you?
Protein coffee?
Yeah, dude, I was right there with you, actually.
While I was in the girls' locker room earlier, I spilled some protein coffee on the carpet. But I noticed that after the murder, the stain had been totally scrubbed away.
No, it's not the stain that was scrubbed away. It's the rug.
I got it! The stain on the girls' locker room carpet wasn't scrubbed away. In fact, I found it on the boys' locker room carpet.
That's definitely the stain from my protein coffee.
Do we take pictures of this stuff? Because everyone reacts like they're seeing it. I'm curious.
Then, does that mean that the carpets were switched too? But why would anyone do that?
To move the murder scene from one locker room to the other. It's certainly plausible, don't you think? What? In other words, in order to completely swap the scene of the crime, the bloodstained poster and carpet were moved along with the dead body. By doing this, the killer was able to change the entire room where the murder took place.
I can certainly follow your reasoning, but why would the culprit bother doing that?
Huh?
Why would they go through all that trouble of switching the scene of the crime?
Because they were nice.
Actually, an even bigger question. If the murder did take place in the boys' locker room, then how did Chihiro get in the boys' locker room in the first place? To get into the locker rooms, you have to swipe your e-handbook across the card reader device. But Chihiro's handbook should have only allowed her access to the girls' locker room.
You're a little lost, number one fan?
She had no way to get into the boys' locker room to begin with.
Don't worry, all will become clear.
No, she did have a way, and I can tell you what it was.
I highly doubt that.
Shut up! I'm telling you, I know how she could have done it.
You see, right? Kachiro really got into the boys' locker room somehow. Bro, I got you. Broken your handbook, okay?
Is it really possible?
Yes.
Could Chihiro really have gotten into the boys' locker room somehow?
Yes.
Ah! I got it! She must have hacked her e-handbook!
Oh, not that one? Okay. I thought being broken would prove that it wasn't hacked, but whatever.
Shoot! Is it
Try
really
again.
possible? Could Chihiro really have gotten into the boys' locker room somehow?
Ah! I got it! She must have hacked her e-handbook! She was the ultimate programmer, after all. I'm sure that would have been no problem for her.
No, I don't think that's it. She used the thing that was in the main hall.
Huh? What thing?
I'm talking about Leon's handbook, of course. If she had that, she could get into the boys' locker room no problem.
Oh, that was the thing. Dang it, if I could not miss, that'd be great.
Is it really possible? Could Chihiro really...
She must have hacked. She was the ultimate. I'm sure that would have...
Guys, I'm sorry, I can't
Thing
shoot.
that was...
Huh? What thing?
I'm talking about Leon's handbook, of course.
No, it's wrong.
Too late, man. I'm telling you, I think that's why. And the person that killed her didn't want anyone to find out, so they
No,
moved rooms.
I don't think Chihiro used Leon's handbook.
Why not?
Because Leon's handbook was broken.
Oh. Well, then, yeah, I guess that'd be pretty impossible, huh?
I am struck silent by how quickly you gave up.
Plus, isn't there a regulation against using someone else's handbook?
Actually, the rule states that loaning your handbook is prohibited. It says nothing about borrowing one.
I can't shoot, guys. I don't know what's wrong. I used to be really good, and I'm not anymore.
In other words, you could borrow a dead person's handbook all you want, and you'd be safe.
Yup, yup, yup! Hit the nail square on the noggin!
Of course, if it were broken, that wouldn't make any sense anyway.
So then, she must have hacked hers like I said. She used her ultimate programmer skills and...
You can't fix an e-handbook. The instant you open one up, a security buzzer starts glaring.
So, if she didn't use Leon's handbook, and she didn't modify her own handbook...
Maybe Mr. Naegi's initial assumption is just wrong?
It seems like there's no way she could have got into the boys' locker room. So I guess so.
Okay then, I vote for Byakuya.
Slow down. Is that it then? Jiro was killed in the girls' locker room. Byakuya's the one who did it? Still, I don't know what else I can do.
Hold on a second.
Oh, Kyoko, you beautiful angel.
I agree with you, though. I think you're on the right track.
What the... You finally decide to open your mouth and that's what you've got to say? There's no way she could get in the boys' locker room, right?
Why are you so sure she couldn't get in? There's still one other way she could have gained access.
What? What are you talking about? What other way is there?
Well, to explain that, why don't we take a little break from the trial? I'd like you all to come see something.
Wait! Just what do you think you're doing?
Don't worry. This'll make the whole trial more exciting. I'm sure that thought must please you.
Huh? It'll make things more exciting? Well, all right then. I declare an official class trial recess.
For real?
Corncob is being quiet. What's up with him?
Now then, what is it you want to show us? It better not be boring or I'll be very unhappy.
Oh, I have no doubt it'll meet your lofty expectations. So, shall we go?
So before I even knew what was happening, the class trial had been put on hold. Much like tonight's stream. Gonna go ahead and stop it right there. We'll have to figure out what happened tomorrow. What a perfect time for a hold. So, we'll finish up this trial tomorrow. Or the next day, depending if OneBar wants to stream or not. I know, it's just starting to get good. I would. I'm doing it right now. I'm tired. Well, guys, thanks for tuning in. We'll finish this up next time. Makes it a lot easier to edit, too. Thank you all for tuning in, and I'll see you next time. Night, guys.